Today we're going to start our clay little love monster. And the first thing I'm going to do is give you a ball of clay, and you can roll it, just make it, squeeze it till it becomes a nice round ball as best you can. Doesn't have to be perfect. Essentially we're going to make a pinch pot. So the first thing you do is pick a spot and you're going to put your thumb, press it into it. You don't want to come all the way through. You're just going to go so far, and again, you shouldn't go all the way through. You're just going to stop about midway. And the next thing you're going to do is start pinching, and we do that by putting our thumb with our fingers, and you gently start squeezing your thumb towards the flat part of your fingers. And it's almost like a duck, but you're going to keep going around gently. And it takes a number of times as I go around and around to make this center get bigger and bigger. And again, you're just going to keep working that around until you get a nice shape and a nice size. Again, you don't want to get too thin here because it needs to hold its structure. This is 3D, so you got the front, the length, the sides, and the depth. So it's a 3D shape, and you're just going to keep pinching so you have this nice shape here. If the edges crack, you can pinch those back together. Doesn't have to be perfect. And you're going to keep going around and around till you get about this shape. Next, we want to start decorating our monster. So we're going to have to think about eyes, teeth, nose, and feet. First thing I'm going to start with is my teeth, and that can be as many teeth as you want, but you're going to take a bit of clay and you can just kind of flatten it, not too thin. And I can use my cutting tool and just make some lines. And I'm gonna make these teeth here. There's nothing, you can shape them a little more if you want, it's totally up to you. Now, to attach anything in clay, we have to use slip and score. And what that is just making a little bit of texture. So you're gonna be given this little tray of water and a toothbrush. These are a toothbrush I bought at dollar store or were given to me by my dentist that I've never used. And you need to just go along the edge and using this tapping motion, you'll see that I'm creating like a Velcro. And if you know Velcro wants to stick together, but you need the other side of the Velcro. So you're gonna think about where you want your tooth to go. So wherever that is, I'm gonna put make a little Velcro on that part. And now the two can stick together. I can press it together like so. And that way this tooth is not gonna come out. If I shake it, there's nothing, I'd have to pull it out, I guess, like you do normal tooth. But we want it to stay, so I'm gonna keep my tooth there. And again, you can add however many teeth, or you don't even have to add teeth, it's up to you. And again, I'm slipping and scoring on this part and where I'm attaching it. And I'm gonna just put that right on there, squeeze it together. So again, by pressing it, that really makes sure it stays right where it wants to be. So there's my teeth. And just keep it like that. You can always use your tool to shape it if you need to. But those are some pretty good teeth, I think. Next thing we want to do is add eyes to this. So eyes are round, so you're going to pinch off a little bit of clay, and you just want to use your hands and roll it, making a ball just like you do in Play-Doh. And again, if I'm going to attach this eye, I need to first slip and score. So I'll add my Velcro on this side, and then I'm going to look here and add it right here at the top. And you want to put your thumb behind here just so that when you press, you don't make the clay fall in. So always think about the pressure from the inside and the outside. So there's one eye. And you can have one eye, you can have 3 eyes. This is a monster, it's up to you. I'm gonna do another eye. So I'll make another ball and go ahead and attach this one. Oops, I forgot to do my Velcro here, like so, and press it on. That's pretty good. Now, again, if I make a eyeball and I don't slip and score and I just try and put it on there, it's gonna fall right off, and I'm gonna have hundreds of eyeballs running around this art room. So if you don't want your eye to fall off, you need to slip and score first, okay? If you lose a tooth, if you lose an eyeball, it's not my fault if you didn't slip and score, okay? So, and then press it on. We can decorate these eyes. You can use a pencil, whatever you want. I can press in, maybe my eraser end. And there, I got some of that. If you want to add another eyeball, that's totally fine. So there we go. So we have these eyeballs started. Now I need to make some fun feet. I'm gonna make some fun feet here. And I'm gonna start just by pinching some clay together. I'm gonna make it kind of big. And I can, in this clay, maybe I cut in some toes. It's got some 3 toes here. And again, I need to slip and score where I'm gonna add this, like so. He's got big, this is Love Monster, Big Feet Love Monster, I guess. Could be Big Foot if I left him 1 foot, but I'm gonna give him 2, so he's Big Feet. And again, however you wanna shape these, maybe you wanna make them into a heart shape. Maybe you just wanna make them big feet. And oops, I forgot to do here. I'm gonna slip and score both parts till I see that Velcro. And voila. So there's my Love Monster. It's gonna sit. You could add a tail, you could add whatever you want, okay? I think I want another tooth. So that's fine. That's the fun part about art, is you can keep adding and looking at different things. We're not gonna do arms because they will probably fall off in the kiln because they get too thin. So our Love Monsters aren't necessarily gonna have arms, but they can have teeth. You could put a purse on your Love Monster. You could put whatever you want. And again, they're gonna sit like this. So the last thing I'm gonna give you is actually a little heart here, and you can smooth it out using your water. And just a dip in your finger and a little bit of water. You can make it nice and smooth.